guys, it's Craig Mack, and I'm back. We are going to be cracking open this Hobbit collector booster box. I'm really excited about this one. We didn't get a ton for the store. We ordered a ton. We did not get a ton. No play boosters yet, but we are going to open this one and enjoy this one. Let's see what we can crack from this bad boy. The Hobbit set, one of my favorites, has come out a long time. I was a big fan of the Lord of the Rings set. This one looks like a nice little addition to that. There's some real bangers in the set. I'm looking for the Queen of Dale. I'd love to get one of those. Love to get some of those Smaugs. You know, we're not really chasing the 20K thing. The gold card, you can't really plan to open that. If you did, it'd be nice. We're going to save that box topper for the very end. You know, I'd like to see a Mox Amber. I'd like to see a Bowmaster, the One Ring. A lot of these things are available in this set, and I would love to open one of those on camera with you today. But the Hobbit, yeah, one of my favorite sets that's been released in years for Magic. So excited to do this with you. Let's get to cracking. All right, first pack. Now, there's not a ton of chase commons and uncommons so far. I'm sure we'll find stuff that's going to be played in standard. So we're going to skip through those pretty quickly here, and we'll fan through them first. But the cards in general, the foiling on them, very, very nice. There's always one of these special treatments or special scrolls in the uncommon slot. You can get those in Surge Foil, other things. The lands are awesome. So that's a beautiful swamp with the hobbits there. I love to see that. And then we'll get to the rares here. Rares and mythics. Settle the Wreckage, the bane of standard players everywhere and attacking. The Misty Mountain Gods. Wizard Staff, great card in, VV and other wizard decks. Witch King of Agmar. Look at this. Look at that. That's a beauty. We've got, right off the rip there, we've got a Lotho Corrupt Sheriff, one of my favorite cards. We've got that and a Surge Foil. So that is an awesome hit for me. I love that card. One of my favorites in the set. We're going to sleeve that sucker up and move on to the next pack. Love me some Lothos. All right, pack number dos. Troop of Ponies. That's another one of the treatments you can get. Again, pretty darn cool art and something nice to have in that slot. Mountain, beautiful mountain. Bejeweled Warg, Supper for Spiders. Thranduil's Company. Ooh, we've got a Dwarven language card. We've got the Dwarven Warrior, I believe that is. I'm not quite sure, but Dwarven language card. Would have liked that to be a Mox Amber, but, they're so rare. Can't really complain. Settle the Wreckage and full art treatment. That's very cool. Borderless. Pack number 3, Hobbit Hole. That's going to be a lot of jokes there. Definitely going to be a demonic consultation for a Hobbit Hole at some point. There's another one of those Rage into the Valley. Very nice. Island. Very nice full art island. Dane Ironfoot. Gigantic Big Bear. That's a cool name. Bejeweled Warg again, this time in a non-foil but full art. There we go, guys. There's a One Ring. It is not foil. It is not foil, but that is a beautiful card. Love to see that. The One Ring. That's the first one we've opened. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. And then finally, a Surge Foil Last Light of Durin Day. The one thing I will say about the set, it is a smaller set. So in these collector boxes, you are going to see some repeats. Hopefully we get some good repeats. We're just going to sleeve this sucker up, even though it's not foil. Very happy with that. The One Ring. So I can't complain so much. Got a Lotho, got a Dwarven Language, Dwarf Warrior, whatever that card is. The One Ring. Good to see. Gollum. Great ugly looking goblin. My wife's called me that a few times. Full art forest. Head of the Hunt. Stone Giant of High Pass. Dragon's Desire. This is a cool card. It's like a Mana Geyser mixed with a Dockside Distortionist. I think it will see play in casual and has a slight chance to see play in CDH. It's a good catch-up card. Catch me up if you're in seat 3 or 4. Azog's Moria's Ruin and an Elven Passage full art or like scroll frame treatment. Elven Passage, that is a fabled passage for elves. So good to have in standard and modern if you're still slinging an elf deck. I don't know who it is, but who knows? I lost track of packs. I think this is pack 4. Another one of those in the uncommon slot. Same swamp. Azog Moria's Ruin. Thorin the Mountain King. That's a hit. That's people are digging this card. It is very powerful, so I can understand why in casual and things like that. So Thorin, Mountain King, awesome, great character from the books. Heart and Friendship. That's another chase card for standard players. The Rampager. This is an awesome looking card. And we got our first book cover here. We got the Lord of the Eagles. That is not Surge Foil, but these are what the book art looks like. I'm sure you've seen them already, but very nice in person. One of my favorite treatments I've done in a long time. The Lord of Eagles. Still looking for that Queen of Dale here, guys. Give me a Queen of Dale. I'd love a Queen of Dale. I don't think I'm going to have enough of those. All right. Thorn Oak Shield. There's the first Plains we've seen. Plains, very nice. Got the Shire on there. Ooh, a Smaug the Magnificent. So this is one of the chases. Even in this treatment, still going for a Grunch. Beautiful card, foil, love to see it. Smaug the Magnificent. Roads Go On Ever, Ever On. Dwalin Weapon Master. Dancing from Dusk Till Dawn. Pretty cool art. I think this is a cool card. And looks like we've got another treatment. We've got a Bard King of Dale. They're mocking me now, guys. but that is another book cover art. A foil, not in surge foil, but we'll take that. Bard, King of Dale. All right, let's see what else we got. Pack number 6, Sound of Trumpets, but we have the mountain. That's another nice full art there. The mountains, the party on ponies. Desert Wereworm, Smaug the Wicked Worm. Now, this is an amazing magic card, one that I've been really impressed with while watching people play it. Cool art. I think this one's going to be a sleeper hit. The Sackville Bagginsies. This is another very good card. Timna Dargo, anything that, Corvold, anything that wants to start sacking things, any type of aristocrat deck, this one's going to slot right in there. Cool art, cool name. Love the card. Smaug the Impenetrable. Now, this is another Smaug that is, again, very, very good and it's going to go in a lot of casual decks. I think it's very cool to go, very easy to go infinite with this thing. Ooh, there we go. We got a Glamring the Foe Hammer. This is a beautiful looking card. Look at that thing. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure where that's going to slot, but happy to open it. All right, let's go into pack number 6 or 7. Gloin the Mighty. That is a surge foil in the uncommon slot. Pretty cool. Forest. Now that's a nice one. Look at that one. Elven Passage. Bard's Company. Another Lord of Eagles. The Notary Hobbits. There's our first surge foil, mythic rare. Aragon and Arwen Wed. That is a beautiful card. Sleeve that thing up too. Still no Queen of Dales. Queen of Dales are hard to come by, guys. That's what these boxes have taught me. All right. Mountain. The Getaway Barrel, the Lonely Mountain, that's a very cool card. Basic treatment foil. Bilbo's Burgling, Bolg's Company, and a Bjorn the Fierce. That is the full treatment, not surge foil, but absolutely cool card. One that I think bear lovers will be enjoying. Right. Ori, Keeper of Songs. Gandalf, Sparkstarter. So there's an uncommon full art or, extended art, whatever you want to call them, in the uncommon slot. The Island again. Foil Wizard Staff. Down in the Valley. Cantankerous Keepers. Orcus Goblin Cleaver. That's a popular one. A very cool card. A pretty card. I like the glow effect on the sword. Normal, non-foil. Still happy with it. And then Ahead of the Hunt there. All right, let's get done. We have 2 packs left, guys. 2 packs left. Give me that Queen of Dale. Give me that Queen of Dale. All right, we've got a Beaufort. Reliable Guardian. Cool card. Can go on an adventure. Nice to get those in the uncommon slot. Another Swamp. Dancing from Dusk Till Dawn. The Elven King. Phil and Killy, Joyous. Ooh, there we go. Delighted Halfling, non-foil. I guess I'll show you the last card too. Balin Loremaster. Very happy with this card. I think the art's cool. It's reminiscent of an old oil painting. Love the artist. Good old Heather Hudson. Love that art. All right, we're down to this, guys. Come on, give me a Queen of Dale. Plains, my precious. I do a terrible impression there. Through the Forest Gate, Settle the Wreckage, Gandalf, the Shadow's Foe, Along the Crooked Way, which is a cool name, cool card, but unfortunately no Queen of Dale in that whole box. That's what I'm talking about. Queen of Dales seem extremely rare. Now the box toppers on these things are a bit tricky to open, so we are going to go to the trusty knife here and see what we get. That's the front of the card. Let's see what we got from the box topper. We got a Glamdring. So not bad. I'll take that. So that's the Hobbit collector box.